My brother mocked me for being infertile, so I taught him a lesson he'll never forget. When my brother Dave found out I couldn't have kids, he didn't even try to hide how funny he thought it was. Said something like, "Guess karma's real, huh? You always were a control freak. Now the universe just made it official." That would have been bad enough on its own, but he kept going, cracking jokes at family dinners, leaving baby dolls in my car with notes like, "Practice for nothing," even making a fake registry under my name that said, "Donations welcome for womb repairs." I wanted to scream, but I stayed quiet, smiled through it, and let everyone think I'd just accepted it. But inside, I was planning. Dave has always had one weakness: his image. The man is obsessed with being seen as this mature, stable, future dad type. He's been dating this super sweet girl named Melanie, who comes from one of those dignity and grace families that drinks tea from actual china and sends thank you cards for everything. They'd just gotten engaged, and Melanie was planning a small, elegant bridal shower with her family, which I volunteered to help with. Melanie loved the idea. She always said she wished she and I were closer. I played the perfect sister-in-law to be. I helped pick the venue, folded napkins, even baked cupcakes. What Dave didn't know was that while I was helping, I also borrowed Melanie's phone one day when she left it charging near me and sent a series of texts from her to myself. Fake flirty messages about missing me, wishing we'd met first, and how Dave doesn't have to know. I added a few of my own responses, careful not to be too dramatic, just believable enough to make someone suspicious. Then I screenshotted them, printed them, and tucked the pages between the lace-trimmed napkins for the bridal shower, with one copy at every place setting. I made sure to act shocked when the guests started opening them, like I had no clue what was going on. Melanie's mom screamed. Dave's face turned purple. Melanie slapped him across the face in front of her grandmother and stormed out in tears. He followed her, trying to explain, which made it worse because there was nothing to explain. It was all a lie, but one that couldn't be disproved without admitting he didn't trust her, or that maybe she'd trust me over him. I never said a word about it. The best part? I told Melanie later that I believed her, and that I didn't know how those got there. We ended up grabbing coffee a few times. She said Dave wasn't who she thought he was, and that I was the only one who seemed honest. I'm not saying I stole his fiancé, but I'm not saying I didn't. And when my brother called me screaming, asking how I could do that to him, I told him sweetly, "You were right. I am a control freak. And now you know what happens when you make one your enemy."